Day is gonna blame this whole match on Damien, and Damien goes babyface. I think this is like the end of Damien and the Judgment Day.
Let's talk about it.
Is it going to be Jay and Randy?
That comment,
Jay and Drew.
That comment comes on the next topic, and this is where we talk about that. So before we do the famous 3-minute rants, let's do a under 1 minute Survivor Series prediction. Okay, and since Fox kind of introduced this, Fox, go first. He's looking for the match card. Look at him. Look at him.
I was looking for the match card. I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking for the match card. I was because I wasn't ready for that. Match card. Rhea's winning. Absolutely. There's no doubt Mommy is coming home with that title. That's hers. In fact, I'd be buried with her with that title. I'm just going to go straight with this. The Miz wins. I think The Miz wins. And then I'm only going to give one other prediction, and I don't even know if it's a confident one, but I think Judgment Day wins Survivor Series.
I can see it. Norton.
So Team Cody, and that's not even an understatement. You can't bring Randy back and have Randy lose his first match back. That's not going to fucking happen. Unless nothing. That's not going to happen.
Unless nothing. There's nothing, bro.
That's not going to happen. And then you missed one. Gunther, after that fucking fabulous promo on Monday Night Raw with the USA chants. Fuck. I have to change my decision from last week. I'm going to say Miz wins. As much as it hurts my soul. And then Rhea Ripley versus Zoe. I'm still going with a 5-minute squash match. Fucking bury her. And that's all the matches. Oh no, it was Roman Reigns versus all the fucking haters. 1,183 days he continues to retain.
What about damage control and damage control?
Oh yeah. They added that. Becky Lynch wins. There's no. Is that even a question?
Was that a match? I forgot that was a match.
It's Becky Lynch wins.
Yeah. All right. So
say you.
So I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna start talking about the women's match first. I think that Becky wins. Becky, big time Bex, the man wins, and her team, because I think Bayley cost them the match. They turn on Bayley. They kick her out. That's what's going to happen. We'll get into that next time. But, that's probably maybe a couple weeks down the road, if not a month or so, they let it build up. Gunther, beautiful, underdog versus big time, European bad guy. We've seen this many times before in movies and wrestling. The European, the big bad guy versus the underdog American. Okay, and underdog American. So we got that. Gunther loses. Miz becomes the underdog wins. Okay, so we move on to the men's match. I see it as two ways that Randy or Judgment Day win. Randy Orton either turns on Jay or he turns on Cody, costing them the match. That's it. That's a wrap.
Okay, so here's my prediction. Women's match. Bex is taking that. Rhea versus Zoe. I could see it going a little over 5 minutes, only because they seem to be pushing Zoe, and she's kind of like getting into that pocket where the fans are actually starting to stand behind her. So especially because now with that little chemistry between her and Shayna Baszler, is people starting to like her a little bit. I she's not gonna win, so Rhea with the win. Carlito and Santos is the match where the crowd is gonna be screaming CM Punk the whole time.
Yeah.
The we won Punk chance. That's when that's gonna happen. I assume it's gonna happen during Rhea's match as well. Sorry, but that's just how it is. I still see Santos coming out with the win, to give it more of that heel feel. Gunther versus The Miz. The Miz becomes that transitional champion at Survivor Series. And the only reason why I'm saying this is not only because of that amazing promo where Gunther got the USA chance, right? But because Gunther is not going to be able to go to Elimination Chamber. So I could see how they like, okay, we need to give somebody else this belt to be able to be defended at Elimination Chamber. What other match do we have? Then we have the men's match, and I actually see Team Cody winning, but somewhere within that match, I could see the cash in happening, and I see Damian walking out as the champion. If that doesn't happen, the Judgment Day is gonna blame this whole match on Damian, and Damian goes babyface. I think this is like the end of Damian and the Judgment Day. Did I miss any other match? I doubt it.
No.
But I think we all forgot. I mean, none of us even thought about mentioning Money in the Bank.
Santos.
I think no. Well,
I just
no, Santos. No, I think we all kind of the hype of Randy Orton. We've all kind of forgot about what could happen with Money in the Bank.
And I think that's why it might happen now because everybody, like, nobody's paying attention to it. So this is like the perfect chance when WWE could be like, bring that shit in now. And like Norton said about a few weeks ago, I could see it where, Rhea is definitely going to interfere in that match somewhere, and I could see that being the interference.
I think
I absolutely agree.
I like Vigilante where you went with them kicking Damian out of the Judgment Day and going babyface, because if you've seen the look on their faces of when Cody called Damian the leader and Damian said, "I am the leader," and their look on their faces was like, "What? This motherfucker's wilding," like he thinks he's the leader. Like, what? They looked at him and they're like, "Yeah, sure, you're the leader." And I think that's the crack in the descent right there. So I think I agree with you on that front.
I think I said it last week on how I said they were going to start the matches. It's going to be because it's going to start out as a 2-on-1, so it's going to start out Damian or what's his name, Balor and Seth, and then immediately Damian's going to come down because it's 2-on-1 then, and he's going to come down with the briefcase and he's going to cash in right fucking there, and then it's a 2-on-1.
You think it's going to happen at the beginning of the match, though?
Yeah. Why would he wait? Why wouldn't he cash in when they have the 2-on-1 advantage and start it right there and then go for the pin right there?
Everybody's predicting Randy to turn on Jay and Cody, but I don't see it happening. Imagine Randy.
What's wrong with a double faction turn? So to speak. You got fucking Damian cashing in, Finn freaking the fuck out, and then later on in the match, Randy splitting and beating the rails off of Jay or Cody. I think that would be something that none of us could expect. I think it's a great view.
It's
like a double turn.
Logical.
Double turn. Yeah, WWE doesn't dabble in logic. I mean, actually, Norton, you can make your point, but I got a question after. I got a question for all of you.
The only reason why I would see him beating up Cody is if he goes after, like, say him and Jay bump into each other, and then fucking he goes after Jay, and then Cody, what are you doing? Turns him around, and then wham! RKO out of nowhere on Cody because he fucking got in his face.
Yeah, don't do that to the Viper.
I don't see it, Cody. I honestly don't see it's Cody and Randy button heads. It's got to be Jay.
I'm just saying he spins him. I'm just saying he spins him around like, what are you doing type shit, and then it's just an RKO out of fucking nowhere because that's what he does.
My question to present to you guys is who gets eliminated first, JD, and why is it JD McDonough?
It's not elimination. It's not elimination. It's first pinfall.
Right.
No, but
Okay.
But why is
Who gets
JD
that
McDonough?
first?
Why is JD McDonough getting pinned?
Oh,
I think he gets knocked out the whole match for the rest of the match. He gets his ass whooped.
Bro, a JD is gonna be the finisher puppet there. He's just gonna be there to get everybody's finished.
it's
Bro, he's gonna
JD
get
or
all the
Hobo.
pictures at once.
But is he going to do a good enough job during the match to keep Judgment Day happy with him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
He's-
Because
they already-
JD, I watched him in NXT, man. That guy can work.
Well,
He's-
no,
that wasn't his question. That wasn't his
my
question.
My question is, knowing that we have an opportunity, or that Damian Priest, we all have this tingle that Damian is leaving. Is Damian going to do enough to hold Dom's fucking little tiny balls, and I'm sorry, Rhea's balls, and fucking and Finn Balor to lose Damian Priest? Damian's gonna JD's gonna have to do something really, really amazing for them to be like, yo, fuck Priest, we like JD. JD's got to do something amazing. He's gonna have to come off the fucking top of the fucking the top of the fucking cage and do some backflip hog fort shit. I don't know. I don't know if he's got a fucking little magic wand with him. I don't know if he's fucking. I don't know if he's got Harry Potter in his back pocket. I don't know, but I feel like that's what's got to happen for them to really love.
I don't think Damien's way out of Judgment Day has anything to do with JD McDonough. To be honest with you, I think.
No, I disagree.
I think it's going to be more of a situation between him and Rhea, and everybody else having to pick a side, and they're not gonna pick Damien's side. That's
I can see where Fox is going with this, because JD McDonough has been brought in to cause dissension into the ranks, I think, for a purpose, and I think that eventually that's what his main purpose has been all along, and it will be revealed to be to take over as the leader of the Judgment Day, maybe, or co-leader.
I think you guys are overlooking the story that has been told with JD McDonough. JD McDonough's story till now has been.
Hold on, we all look over JD McDonough.
Exactly. So y'all overlooking the fact that JD McDonough is Finn Balor's boy. If anytime Damian have had an issue in Judgment Day, 90% of the time has been with Finn Balor. JD McDonough also has done everything that he could have done to be accepted, and he's already accepted in the Judgment Day. For God's sakes, the dude was wearing a purple shirt this Monday, and they already handing him a Judgment Day jacket. He doesn't have to prove anything, I think. And if you look at the story that's being told, they having a sword fight, a dick sword fight between Rhea and Damian. And
they operate like a motorcycle club without motorcycles.
So, if you ask me, it goes down to that. Do I think it's going to happen at Survivor Series? No. The only reason why I don't think it's going to happen at Survivor Series, because they still the tag team champions. It's gonna be sometime after that.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to lose.
I kind of forgot about that. I think I kind of agree with that,
because I don't see them dropping the tag team championship, the tag team belts at fucking SmackDown this Friday. I don't see that happening. Even though I would love.
How do you lose the tag team titles getting ready to go to War Games? That's something. This is not a WWE MO. That's not their MO, and I agree with you 100%. They're gonna get out of that. What if Cody and Kel came in here with a very good thought. What if Cody and Jay come out and cost them the titles.
Then,
I mean, like
I
you
don't
said,
think it. Go ahead, Fox.
I'm just saying, we just watched Cody come out for no freaking reason last week. Why not
Sadly.
come out again? I mean, look, I agree with you. Cody should never came out last week. I will always agree with you on that. But Kel's not. Kel's got a good thought.
All right, guys. I like all of you guys' predictions. It was great because everybody has a different prediction. I wanted to ask you guys. I don't know how much time you guys have, but there's a topic. There's a topic that I completely forgot about. That was the best thing that happened at Raw, and Norton brought it up, and I want to see if we could talk about it, and I want Norton to introduce it, which is Gunther on the fucking mic this past Raw. I remember that we were having a conversation, was watching the live, and I don't remember who it was. I think it was Drew. No, it wasn't Drew. Somebody from the chat was talking about how it was Tyler, how boring Gunther is. And what's the benefit of having Gunther? And then Gunther comes around, and I mean, it was Miz. He was saying, what's the point of having Miz? And I said, because Miz elevates people. And then Miz comes out and have this promo with Gunther, and we just saw a whole different Gunther. Norton, take this one.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've heard a USA chant since 9/11. And like, it takes a type of heel of another caliber to get a USA chant. And
to get a patriotic chant.
Like, no, for real. Like, you're not going to get Roman Reigns out there to get a USA chant, right? Like, no matter what they do with Roman.
Jits, what's your thoughts on that promo?
No, I didn't mean to cut Norton off. Norton, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna get like these big top heels out there to do these type of promos and get these reactions from the crowd like that. Like, it takes a certain heel and a certain face to do it, and Miz playing that underdog baby face schoolyard kid that is getting bullied to do it. Like, everybody feels like in that crowd felt like Miz at that moment, right? Everybody felt for Miz. And everybody at one point in their life has seen a Gunther on the schoolyard or around somewhere in real life. You know what I mean? Everybody has seen that, and it takes that, and you've seen it, so you can really feel for Miz. And when he started shoving and pushing on him, what are you gonna do about it, Mike Mizanin? And kept shoving on him. Like, you really feel for him, and you really want to see him to do it. And I'm telling you, I haven't seen, like, that's some real it's real heat. Like, that crowd was electric there, and it was good shit. And again, I haven't heard a USA chant since, God, it's been fucking at least 15 years.
Yeah.
Jits, pick it up.
First of all, I want to apologize for cutting Norton off. In that first one, when I said Hulk Hogan, like, you can't. He's right. You don't get USA chants anymore. And especially in a world that, that's kind of on the fence about America anyway, not to get political, but just saying, it's really hard to get a USA chant. And that goes without saying. But what I saw with Gunther from the beginning is a few days ago, he had that podcast interview with Chris Van Fleet, right? And he said he planted the seeds. I know, right? Yeah. But he planted the seeds that said, what I thought about The Miz was, I didn't watch that era of WWE because I wasn't interested, because The Miz was the face of the franchise. And that planted the seeds to this promo, when I also thought the same thing as our the guy in the chat said, that, that he's boring. And then he came in almost like he heard it and said, hey, listen, you are you're not fit for this. You were bullied. You came in, you made it through tough enough. You came in, you were on reality TV. You came in and you graduated high school. You came in this thing and you still got bullied and you suck, for lack of a better word. And he got USA chance. When in the fucking last 20 years have we felt sorry for The Miz? I would say literally almost never, right?
Right.
So for Gunther to be able to do that speaks volumes about him, and for Miz to be able to bite his tongue. And Miz was quiet for once. When does the Miz get quiet? Never. And that whole lead up to Miz finally saying, "I've had enough," and he did his thing, low blow, skull crushing finale. And I cannot speak highly of Gunther and his promo skills, as opposed to when he started at NXT to now, has leaps and bounds. And not only has he elevated that title in the ring, he's elevated it on the mic. And I can't speak more highly of him. But I will say this. He's only going to get better because he's going to be around for a long time. Y'all might as well get used to fucking Gunther.
Fox, you got anything to add, or you want to pull a?
No, I absolutely have something to add to that. Look, I've never been a fan as far as a fan of The Miz. What he's done in the past several years, teaming with Bad Bunny. Was it Bad? No,
It was Logan.
Logan, yeah. When he teamed with Logan, he's doing all these gigs, so to speak. He's been really putting himself out there to be lower, but putting guys over. He's been doing this for so long. Even the horrible Dexter Loomis skit, that unfortunately failed, because I really like Dexter Loomis. I think he's a good wrestler. Another topic, another time. He has put himself in these positions to help these guys. It's great to finally see him. Which, again, this was never supposed to happen. Ricochet wasn't supposed to be hurt. Obviously, that was never supposed to be I don't know what was originally supposed to happen, but it was never supposed to be The Miz. But I'm glad it is, and I really do hope he wins. Gunther just said it. We're not going to get rid of the Gunther anytime soon. That mofo is going to absolutely be in our headlines for times to come. Do I kind of wish he gets rid of Imperium? Yeah, I think it's kind of holding them back. He doesn't need Imperium. Imperium is beneath him. He is way better and doesn't need that drama.
Imperium.
By the way,
going.
Miz wins still.
Yeah, Imperium's gonna get tossed to a side. You can already see the cracks with that, with Kaiser. So
this is what I think about Gunther. I've been an avid Gunther supporter for I don't know how long. I'm pretty sure if you guys have seen my videos, I'm always praising this guy. Right? He never seems to amaze me, but I was really impressed with his fucking promo this week. And the fact that promo was cooked with Miz, who is known to not miss on a fucking promo, was fucking amazing. It was next level. It was a Gunther that we haven't seen. But what that showed me is that I've been right all along, and I think Gunther is ready for that World Heavyweight title run. That's where I see this going. I mean, look at the fact that at this point, that IC title feels more prestige than the fucking World Heavyweight title. If you ask me, the title that you would want to have at Raw and WWE Monday Night Raw right now is the IC title. If you want to be fucking respected, you understand what I'm saying? And it's all based on how he had carried that title. Another thing is, I don't think nobody else in the roster would have made The Miz seem like a believable babyface. Like, bro, this dude made it seem like a babyface. I think Norton mentioned something along this lines, but this Monday he didn't just bully the Miz, he bullied the crowd. Dude, the whole arena got bullied that day. He was talking Miz, he would turn around, look at the crowd, he said like this idiots, and you know what I mean? Like and the thing about it is that when he was saying it, it didn't seem like some guy that was acting. Like I fucking believed everything that he said, bro. I was like, yo, I remember Norton, remember what I was saying while that shit was happening? I was like, yo, I believe it. Because I fucking believed everything that he said. Mix cooked on the mic. I think it's time for Gunther to get elevated. Usually, a lot of people think, oh, he just lost the IC title, or he just lost a title. He shouldn't get a bigger title. But I think that with this promo, what happened is it was more of all this shit is beneath me. Miz, you are beneath. He said it in the promo. He said, "You are beneath me. Everybody in this roster is beneath me," and I agree.
Oh,
At,
he just lost.
at this point in time, everybody in the Monday Night Raw roster is beneath Gunther. This is his world. We're just living in it. I think it's time for my man to step up and take that world heavyweight title at some point. And I think that's where it's going. I see him winning Royal Rumble and going after whoever the fuck the champion is at that point. Norton.
I think I agree with what you're saying that it's time for this to happen, but I think the way that it has to happen is Kaiser has to come down there and interfere in the match. Kaiser has to help Miz. Gunther has to be just beating the shit out of the Miz, working the crowd, and then Kaiser comes down, or both of them come down, and then next thing you know, he interferes and he doesn't help, or maybe he's trying to help Gunther and he inadvertently attacks Gunther behind the ref's back, right? And then Miz gets a roll up, 1, 2, 3, out of the ring.
I could see that. I could see that happening. If it doesn't get to the point where Gunther relinquished the title, he cannot lose clean. It has to be some shit like that, and it will also finally disintegrate the fucking Imperium. Like we need Imperium gone. I think that's what's holding Gunther down a bit. Jits, I know you have something to say.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. Like I saw him when you were saying about like how he was turning to the crowd and talking to people. Listen, in my 30 plus years of listening and watching professional wrestling, they all come out and the heels come out and say the same thing. Oh, you are all the crowd, you're white trash, you're idiots, you're rednecks, whatever. I just blew it off. Because, shit like that doesn't really hurt my feelings because I don't have feelings. But the thing is that he was in the ring, he was saying this stuff. I was like, for the first time, I was like, damn, I felt it. Like, he's talking about me. Like, what did I do to you?
You're soft.
Yeah, I'm getting soft in my old age.
Yeah,
I turned 40.
The thing is, in the past, what, 5 to 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The United States have been so conditioned to pay attention to bullying and all this shit, and it has softened our kids. I don't even want to get all political here and none of that shit. But he got on the ring and he literally bullied you with shit that USA is trying to prevent from happening.
Yeah.
And that's why we got the USA chance. And that's why this shit was so amazing.
He bullied a dude in a virtual fucking screen. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
I ate it up. Me
too, bro. Me too.
No, I loved it. I'm saying, but he made me feel some kind of way, like to the point where I was like almost at the edge of my seat trying to, like, I was going to get up and start chanting USA myself. Like, I was like, dude, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
All I was thinking was, God, I want to punch you in your mangina.
Can we start a chant? Gunther has a mangina. Can we start that chant?
I mean, we could, but I mean, look, to be real though, Gunther has worked himself so hard in the past, 4 years, 5 years, you know, when he was a fat body, you know, he was eating those fucking fatty cakes. You know, he's sitting out there doing all the wrong things, but he worked his ass off. Even if you look at the pictures from a year ago to today, if you compare those two pictures, Gunther, I mean, even in Emporium, you know, whether it's Kaiser or Da Vinci, they all have worked as far as physicality. They, as individuals, need to move on.
Yeah. I think for now we've done great in this episode. You guys previously recorded your 3-minute rants. We will use that one.
Let's talk about it.